Good morning, Zio here, and if you hadn't subscribed to the channel, you should go ahead and do so, as always. Links to everything are down in the description down below, and today we talk about Cyberpunk 2077 and their revolutionary genital recreation. Wait, is that the correct way to put it? Huh. Anyway, who cares? Let's get into it, shall we? Yeah, but seriously, people are all abuzz because of this. Apparently, I'm not really sure why. I guess it's because I'm not one of those people who spend hours, designing a character, especially not to look just like me or something. Usually, well, I mean, I guess it just depends. If I'm going to see that character a lot, I might actually take some time to, throw in a scar or something like that, change the eye color to green, that sort of thing. But for the most part, I generally don't spend a whole lot of time in character creation. Whenever I play any Elder Scrolls game, pretty much, I'm just, okay, Khajiit or Argonian or something like that. Maybe change the fins up a little bit, or the ears, or the fur color, and that's about it, And then I just go on, input a name, and continue on my thing. But Cyberpunk 2077, that's got a customization, a customizer that is actually not half bad, to be totally honest. Now, I've heard a lot of people say that CG Projekt Red is going woke. Do you know what that means? Go woke, go broke over this asinine little thing. Yeah, I'm gonna say it's asinine. It's not like it's a new thing. I'm pretty sure that on Saints Row you could actually change the size of your package and your tatas, right? That wasn't a big deal. That may be, maybe for CD Projekt Red it is, but their customization from the video I saw on it looks pretty deep and detailed. You're changing all the little bits and pieces. But Cyberpunk 2077 has been given a rating. It is essentially 18 plus or 17 plus here in the States. And the devs pretty much say we don't F around. In Brazil and Australia and all the other places where this might be a bit of concern, because I guess they have issues with certain games. I know what the issues are. I just can't think of what they are so early in the morning. I don't know. But yeah, so I'm gonna go down here. We've got some stuff. You surprised? We don't F around with a thing. But yeah, I'm very happy to share some progress on the Cyberpunk 2077. Has already been rated by the vast majority of rating boards around the world, which is good. It did get pushed back, and people are excitedly waiting for this game. It's probably going to be something that I will eventually want to play myself. But you got Cyberpunk 2077 here, but it will be sold in Australia unedited, strangely enough. That's pretty cool. Thanks to a classification board of rating 18 plus. So yeah, that's cool. I hate to see it when things get, edited and stuff. But you can see the Australian classification board here, and themes 18 plus, violence 18 plus, language strong impact, drug use, nudity, and sexotime. But it's nice that it's going to be out there in a lot of markets that it may have not actually have been in just because of its classification. But let's look over the rating summary here. It's going to be mature, rated 17 plus. This game has it all, apparently. There is going to be sexy scenes with peoples. And it's going to be in first person mode, and apparently they did a mocap thing for this stuff, and Wow. That's a lot of work to go into it, to be totally honest. Anyway, this is a first-person RPG shooter in which players assume the role of a mercenary named V trying to make their way through the open world of Night City. Players can explore futuristic locations, interact with citizens, perform missions, and engage in combat to complete various objectives within a storyline. Characters use handguns, machine guns, rifles, and explosives during the frantic firefights with human and cybernetic enhanced enemies. Players can also use melee weapons, wrist-mounted blades, enhanced limbs, to stab enemies, and in some cases, dismember them. Combat is frantic, with frequent gunfights, cries of pain, explosions, and blood splatter effects. Some locations depict mutilated corpses with open chest cavities and or exposed organs and entrails. During one quest, players assist a character by hammering nails through his hands and feet. Screaming sounds and bloody effects accompany the scene. The game contains nudity and sexual material, and wow. This is probably going to be one of the more graphic games I think I've ever seen, to be totally honest. Players can select a gender and customize their character. Customization can include depictions of tatas, the behind, and the genitalia, as well as various sizes and combinations of the genitalia. Players can encounter events where they had the option to engage in sexual activities with other main characters or prostitutes. These brief sex scenes from a first-person perspective depict partial nudity or partial nude characters moaning suggestively while moving through various positions. Some scenes contain brief depictions of thrusting motions. Other scenes depict a character's head moving towards a partner's crotch. The game contains frequent depictions and references to fictional drugs, including characters taking puffs, hits from a state-altering inhaler, and animated billboards had depicts a man snorting speed. Some sequences allow the player to drink alcoholic beverages repeatedly until the screen distorts. WoW does that too. If you never knew, if you drink a bunch of alcohol and WoW, everything gets really, really super blurry, and eventually your character throws up. Just saying. Like straight up projectile. Anyway, player characters can also drive cars while drunk. The words F, fluff, and grunt appear in the dialogue. And wow. They do not mess around at CD Projekt Red. Blood and gore, intense violence, nudity, strong language, strong sexual content, use of drug and alcohol. Whew. Anyway, so yeah, it seems like some people are making a big fuss over the genital thing. I know I did I talk about that earlier, or did I just forget that I started to talk about it and didn't ever finish? Anyway, point is, some people apparently are going around, saying they're going woke and all this other stuff, and really, it's customization. Seriously, when you have a game that allows customization, players want more. Not every player, of course, but a lot of players do. They want more choice. The more customization they can get, the happier they are. People have been asking for way more some choices when it comes to, say, World of Warcraft and other games. Of course, the more choices, the better. That's why things like transmog is such a thing that a lot of people like. Let's see, in Final Fantasy 14 they have glamour. It's their transmog system, and it's like, you talk to people who play Final Fantasy 7 or 14, and they're just like, yeah, the real end game is crud. What was it said? Glamour, there we go. The real end game is glamour and professions and stuff like that, as somewhat of a joke, but it is for a lot of players, especially in that game, because they've got the G-pose system allowing you to take pictures and all this other stuff. That's really, really cool. It sort of gives you like this sort of in-game photography thing. But, you know, when it comes to players and customization, they do want choice, and if they got the choice, they would love to have more of it. You know, so more is definitely better. But yeah, so I don't really see, you know, the whole get woke thing when it comes from this. They're just giving players a lot more choice than they normally would have had, I guess, you know, with the game. And that's a good thing, especially when you've got a game that's about cyber enhancement and other things in the cyberpunk, well, name of the game, you know, world where enhancing the body is something that is like a regular thing for people. And I'm sure there are people in this world who hate cybernetic enhancements for one reason or another and just are like pure, you know, anti, you know, cybernetic implants or whatever it's going to be called. I don't know. Anyway, the game does sound like it's going to be a lot of fun. There's a lot of things in here, and if they thought GTA was bad because you can get a hooker in the car and it rocks and stuff, from what they're describing in this, some people are going to have a field day and clutch their pearls really hard when they figure out what's in this game. Anyway, let me know what you think down in the comments below, and I will talk to you later. See ya. Hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment, smash that like button, and always subscribe for more. And of course, there are other videos floating around somewhere on the screen, so click one of those and see if you can find something that suits your fancy. Till then, I'll see you later. Bye.